recently got featured on CTV News.
Oh, fun.
Thank you.
Cute. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. I'm so
so
excited.
happy to be in Manitoba, Winnipeg.
Welcome to our humble province.
How long have you lived in Winnipeg?
13, 14 years now.
Wow. It's a beautiful city. Well, thank you for having us in your province.
You're welcome.
And I'm so excited to talk about your company today, OutreachGenius. Tell me how it all began. Like, where did it all start?
So OutreachGenius began with a dream to build a software company. So growing up, I was fascinated by the story of Bill Gates. And I would be lying if I was not fascinated by the wealth he's built, but I was mostly fascinated with how he's been able to use software to create value in the real world. And that led me to studying computer science at the University of Manitoba. And that's kind of like how my journey with writing software began. And then from there, I started a marketing agency. And then it just became very, very clear that there was a lot of opportunities to solve the problem of lead generation with software. And that's how we started. So it started with using existing software in the marketplace to solve lead generation for businesses. And then from there, I was able to then find some new problems to solve. Now, it was helpful that we were in the middle of this AI craze. So it became just very natural evolution to find ways to leverage AI, specifically machine learning, to provide new solutions for our clients. And the rest is history, as I say.
Talk to me a little bit about the sense of community when you were building this brand.
So we do have a relatively active scene here in Winnipeg when it comes to entrepreneurship. It started from when I was in university days. We had like organizations like Ramp Up Manitoba where you would go pitch, and it's like a pitching competition, and then the judges will judge you, etc. So back in those days, I already started to mix with people who are still in the business space, entrepreneurship space, even till today. So we do have a lot of, we have a melting pot here in Manitoba and Winnipeg of all sorts of people from all walks of lives and different countries. And as you know, immigrants, we're hustlers. We want to build something for ourselves. So there were lots and lots of immigrants who were part of this entrepreneurship community. And also when I started at the University of Manitoba, I had started, the College Pro franchise was my first business, painting houses, hence the bar. And that was also a good place to find like-minded individuals locally here. Now, a lot of them, they started that business just to pay their bills and to make their way through university. There's still a few of us who are left who are like true entrepreneurs who have gone through university and still entrepreneurs. But a combination of all of those events and all of those communities have been very, very helpful in finding like-minded individuals to build companies together, share war stories, etc. When it comes to things like funding, not very good here. But at least we do have like-minded individuals looking to run businesses, start new businesses, passionate about AI, different technologies to solve problems. So it's very exciting here.
It's funny that you say funding, not very much. And then you fell upon Futurpreneur, a national funding initiative. Let me hear about how did you come about hearing about Futurpreneur, and how was the process?
So I started Futurpreneur, I learned about Futurpreneur when I started running a franchise. So it was an option to fund the franchise. Now, I didn't need it at the time, but I was very fascinated by the concept. Fast forward, after I finished running my franchise, I actually applied to become a mentor at Futurpreneur. And I mentored about 3 to 4 other businesses. So I would help them with their marketing, help them with their strategy, just provide a lot of value as much as I can. And I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun for me. And also it helped me expand beyond my comfort zone because I knew a lot about physical businesses, like businesses where painting houses was a physical business, like services business. So I was able to work with businesses outside of that realm, which challenged me a little bit and helped me learn a lot more. But when I started to look for funding for OutreachGenius, because we were growing and expanding and I needed a lot of capitalization, I was like, oh, I already have Futurpreneur that can help me. And I spoke to the right people. And the bad thing about it, though, was that I had to stop being a mentor because you can't be a mentor and and someone on the other side, a mentee, I suppose.
Okay.
So I wrapped up the mentorship side and I went on the other side. And they paired me up with a really amazing mentor, actually. Her name is Tracy. She's fantastic. She provides lots of value for me. And so that's kind of how Futurpreneur came into the scene.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
You mentioned, you made reference in terms of this idea of being an immigrant, this idea of like that hustle mentality, which I think a lot of us, it resonates with us. How has your Blackness been an advantage, or maybe has gotten you that extra step forward as opposed to seeing it as a negative?
Yes, so I always celebrate my Blackness. I am very, very proud of being a Black man. I'm a Canadian citizen now, so I share Nigerian and Canadian citizenship.
Love that.
That being said, my Blackness, so to speak, how it's helped me become a better business owner is, number one, I don't take anything for granted. I don't take opportunities for granted. So when I came to Canada, I was like, my parents, this is all I need. I just need an opportunity where I can go out and hustle, and the city, the country, the economy will reward my hustle as opposed to where we're originally from, Nigeria. So for me, I don't take opportunities for granted. So anytime I have an opportunity comes in front of me, I'm very decisive. I jump all in. I never hesitate because I understand the magnitude of what's in front of me compared to other people who are like, whatever. For me, I'm like, no, this is huge, this is big. And I've always been that way, and it's helped me a lot. Of course, I failed a lot in many ways, but I've had more success as a result of that action. The number two is also being able to draw from my, from just the way our community is built. Like, we care a lot. Now, I'm not saying that other colors or other type of people don't care, but I know in the Black community, like, your reputation precedes you. You care a lot about what you do, how you treat people, and really taking care of individuals, whether it's people on your team, whether it's your clients that you work with. I take a lot of pride in that. That's how I grew up. I grew up where in my family, and I'm sure most Black families or communities, where nothing really is yours. You share with everybody, and everyone just kind of like, it's a community, a true community. And for me, that's how I treat my team members. We're all partners, we're all a team, and I treat them that way. We're almost like a flat organization where, I mean, I'm the boss, but if you kind of see me interact with my guys, you won't even know I'm the boss.
I love that.
Because we're all just all about the goal of what we're trying to build, and that's what unites us all. So I've been able to bring the way I grew up into my organization, into how I treat my clients as true partners, and that has been tremendous. I've gotten so much business from referrals, from just people saying, hey, they were not a perfect fit for me, but they really took good care of me. And that's one of our biggest strengths, which is kind of funny because I usually thought that our savviness as software engineers, as coders, that will be our biggest strength, but it's really how we take care of people and respect the individuals. It's one of our values. That's really actually our biggest strength, and I've just doubled down on that, bring on more people that align with that as well. So that has been very helpful and tremendous for our growth.
Your spirit is so eclectic, and it's very inspiring to hear how you dismiss your failures and see it more as an advantage or a stepping stone in creating the opportunities that you're living now. How is that relationship? Because, it's not all roses, entrepreneurship, and we do have really low lows. How do you work on getting out of a rut? Like, what are some things that you do?
So I go by a mantra that ego is the enemy. So when I have failures like anyone else does, I don't attach my value as a person to my failures. A failure is just a thing. It's an event, just an event in time. And I don't think of my failure as embodiment of who I am. So when I fail, it's just like, oh, did I learn from it? We'll go on to the next thing. As long as I have more wins than failures, I am good. And obviously, in the world of business, I am also very humble to know that I'm not gonna succeed at everything. I mean, if I succeed at everything, actually, I'm doing the wrong things. I should be doing things where I fail a lot, and then I learn and I make quantum leaps because of all of those lessons. And that is the whole beautiful thing about entrepreneurship. When you don't take your failures as a statement, and you just take them as a blip in time, an event in time, then you can take all the learnings from that failure and move on. And more importantly, I actually celebrate failure, because if I fail, it means I'm doing things that were difficult, that were complicated, that were tricky. I was taking on projects that were maybe too complex than I should have, but that's okay. And then from those projects, I learn a lot, and I don't make that mistakes in the future. So I actually welcome failure. I should be failing more. And if you're not failing enough, you're not doing enough. It's kind of how I look at failure.
So I'm doing a lot then.
No, that's good.
What is the legacy that you want OutreachGenius to leave? And what is the legacy that you want to personally leave? Because at the end of the day, we're talking about dreaming boldly and building fearlessly. So I'm very curious to hear what's the imprint that you're leaving in the world?
So 2 answers to that. The first answer is that if you ask my friends, they will tell you I'm probably one of the most ambitious people they've met. I love ambitions because there is no cost to ambition. You can be as ambitious as you want, right? The universe will support your ambition, right? And my big ambition on the wild side is to build a space company, but we can put that aside for a minute. But talking about OutreachGenius, what really drives us is we want to redefine marketing in a way as we want to promote the idea of marketing with empathy. So marketers have a bad rep as these people who just put ads in front of you.
Do we? Really?
Or spam you with emails that you don't want, or slide into your DMs. Like marketers have this sort of things like, oh, those guys are very aggressive. They just want to they don't care, right? And I understand that because as marketers, we just want to get results for our clients by any means necessary, because businesses, they just want you to get results for them. Whether you spam 1,000 people to get that 3 or 4 people who say yes, most marketers are fine with that. But I'm kind of thinking that marketing can be rethought in a different way. Still driving value, still driving results, but doing it in a smart way with empathy.
It's a full service agency.
It is.
That's genius. Like, no pun intended. I'm like,
Exactly.
why did I use the word genius? Thank you so much, David. I look forward to meeting your team.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Tell me about what you feel being here back in your university.
That's a good question. It takes me back to just those early years when I just had ambition. I had wild ambition. I still do have wild ambitions, but back then I had no skills. So this was where all of my skills were honed, where I learned business, I learned computer science, I learned networking, I learned communication, everything. And this was like where it all started. So coming back here brings a lot of nostalgic feelings, I suppose. Very good feelings, actually. So everything started.
What is your proudest entrepreneurship moment?
Closing my first deal.
Closing your first deal.
Yes. It took me like 10 sales calls. No, actually more. I think it was 15 sales calls to close my first deal.
Wow.
And when I got that check, I was like,
What would be advice that you would give entrepreneurs?
I would give entrepreneurs an advice to be wildly ambitious. Like, there's no downside. You can only get better from there. But the thing is that it starts from an ambition and a goal and a vision of what you want your future to look like. And then you kind of start walking towards that vision. And if that vision is small, well, you're capped by what you think. So that's why I dream of owning a space company. That's as big and wild as I can get, at least right now. And there is no price for that. You can never go wrong dreaming big.
Dream big.
Yeah, dream big.
Dream big.
Yeah.
A lot of the students here are probably dreaming big.
They should be. I'd be disappointed in them if they were not. When you come into an environment like this, you are inspired, and dreaming big is a result of that inspiration.
One thing about David, which was like super electrifying, was how his entrepreneurial journey didn't start where he's at now. In terms of like the layers that you have to build, how he started with painting, and now the painting finance, his second business. So it's really knowing that we're not in this static position, that everything is dynamic, and that we have to keep in touch with the journey.
Good.
That's a wrap. Okay, get a shot of us getting up.
Okay. At least okay
Oh,
today.
my purse is gonna show.
At least okay today.
Okay.
I played soccer yesterday, so my
Oh,
knees
your knees are hurting.
a little shot. Yeah.
Oh.
But so far good.